Okay, Diane, what the sort of assignment is
stained glass. Okay.
Yeah, well, if you go to the website, there's a template of this window.
Okay.
And what I did is I did the saran wrap, and I didn't, I painted these blues,
right.
And here I did ammonia, and then I put a thing of saran wrap, and then I let it dry.
Okay, but you put the saran wrap on to cover the whole, one piece to cover the whole?
No, just the blues.
Oh, just the blue.
And let it dry. And then I did the next day, although it could have been later that day, I did the orange and red.
Okay.
And covered that with saran wrap and let it dry. Okay. And then this morning, I did these greens and then did the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a lot of painting.
Right.
But it's elapsed time so that you can have time for it to dry. Okay. This one I did much more quickly and sort of more haphazardly. So in between, and I really just did 3 colors. The mountains I painted in later. So I did the blue and I did the yellow, and I let them both dry. And then I came back and did the green, and this was a sloppy, this border was really bad in between the green and the blue. So I painted in the mountains to cover it up.
I like that.
So I did this. Now, the point of doing this, and I'll show you because I'm going to share screen, was so you could do this. So this, the candlesticks, the menorah, is clip art that I downloaded.
Okay.
And I had taken a photograph of my painting, and then I put this as a layer on top of the painting. And the other thing I did with the exact same painting is I did a nativity. Oh, I got to slide this up. There we go.
Okay. Oh.
And it's the same idea. In other words, I got the silhouettes, and the silhouettes are from the internet, and I put them on top of the picture of the painting.
Okay.
Now you can do any kind of silhouette.
Certainly.
Whatever.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Whatever floats your boat. And then you can print them out and have them as Christmas cards.
Right. And with the Star of Bethlehem there, that's really beautiful. And the mountains. Did that afterthought or whatever? Yeah, that's great. Okay.
After I did it, I thought with this yellow, it would have been good to have Mary and Joseph and Jesus going to Egypt, the flight into Egypt.
Oh.
Because of the yellow, I thought that would look good. So maybe I'll do that, but I didn't have any silhouettes of that.
Oh.
That's not as popular a silhouette.
Right. Exactly. So,
so you can do either style, either sort of quick or more controlled, whichever feels right for you.
So you can spritz the ammonia, right? That spritz it?
With the ammonia, I just dropped it a little bit. Let me go back to
a few drops. Okay.
In fact, I used this little tiny brush.
Oh.
And then, I dipped it in my ammonia and just went bing, bing.
Okay.
Bing, bing.
So where the stars are, that's where
that's where I dropped the ammonia. And now I will put the white metallic on there.
Okay. And the other side where?
The other side, I put the same brush in the ammonia and just did this.
Okay. Just
to make the cloud.
Okay. Very well. Okay.
But all of this is saran wrap.
Okay. Now, when you put the saran wrap on, when I put it on, the paint is still wet, of course. And you're trying to gather it, but you don't want the paint to drag, do you?
No, I don't drag it. I sort of pleat it as I put it down.
Oh, as you're putting it down,
as I'm putting it down, I'm scrunching it. And if it doesn't scrunch, and then sometimes I pop it, just hit it a little bit.
Okay. Because I was saying, how did she get it so pleated? And it was pleated. Yes. So how did she gather it like that? Because I didn't want to drag it across the paint. I said, how did she do that? Oh,
no, you can't drag it. That's the thing about it.
Yeah,
you have
to distort the design, right? That you're trying to get.
It smears it.
Exactly.
I'll do a quick one.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And with this little tiny piece of saran wrap that I have.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
And one of my favorites are these blues.
Yes, you are the blue lady. I appreciate you taking this time.
So here's the darker blue. And maybe we'll put a little black in that to make it a really dark blue, and then I'll smear it into the lighter blue.
Okay.
So that's pretty wet.
Yes, it is.
And now I've got this little piece of saran wrap, not very big, but it's what I have to hand. And as I put it down, I kind of crumple it.
Aha. Okay.
And then once it's down, then I poke it, so that it sticks in the paint.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Okay.
And now I'm not going to touch it again.
Right.
Even if I hate it, I'm not going to touch it again. I'm going to put it down and it's going to dry. Well, this one will dry overnight.
Okay. Very well. Okay.
So that's the only, I can't figure, I mean, I can do I've done 2 colors when they're not next to each other, because otherwise they smear.
Okay.
On the small window.
Yes. Okay. Very well.
So I did the blue and the yellow at the same time.
The blue and the opposite ends. Okay.
And then after it was dry, I did the green. And I figured I'm safe because green is made out of yellow and blue. So that if it's a little bit blue here or a little yellow here, that's okay because it's green in the middle.
Right. That's true. That's true.
But I had 1 strip of saran wrap here and 1 strip of saran wrap there.
Okay. Very well. I got it. I got it now.
And that's your homework. You've got 2 weeks.
Ma'am.
You've got 2 weeks.
I'll get it done.
And you too, Virginia.
Thank you. I will do that. I will get started and all that.
Very same.
Yes.
Stay safe, everyone. Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye.
Absolutely.